Hey everybody, just heading home from the clinic, and I wanted to reflect on a couple things that I think everyone has faced in practice or just in everyday life, whether it's with a friend, a spouse, a coworker, you as a clinic owner, with an office manager, with staff getting along with each other, with patients who are disgruntled. And basically, it's just how to get along, how to diffuse situations, and how to, I guess, just understand the approach to take. And so, I don't know, I'm not going to talk about anything specific per se, but on a daily basis, I feel like it's something that we're just always talking to people about. Patients, family, staff. Like, for example, today in our clinic, we have a great team, we have a great staff, but every once in a while, staff has some things where they have to work through some different communication situations. And a lot of times I have to help mediate that process. And I think ultimately takeaways and things that we can learn from these scenarios is stepping back and saying, what is it all of us want? Ultimately, all of us want to be happy, right? All of us want to have joy in what we do. And we have to understand that everyone operates and communicates a little differently, and everyone has strengths and everyone has things that they're working on improving. And I think if everyone can take a deep breath for a second and just acknowledge that and realize that no one is perfect and everyone is a work in progress, and pull together as a team and then communicate effectively, a lot of the drama and a lot of the conflict and time spent in just figuring out how to get along, a lot of that can get shorter and shorter and shorter. But this is very much a human condition. It is something that is going to exist until the end of time, and it started at the beginning of time. And I think just more and more as I think about this and reflect upon it, the whole takeaway that I get from it, that I share with my team openly, and I have Brandy and Kaylee, who are two of our team. Hello, Brandy and Kaylee, watching this right now. And I know other chiropractors will watch this and they'll be able to think about different conflicts and issues that they have in practice at times. And it is, I think, make-believe, or I think it's a lie to say that, oh, well, everything's always perfect in my life, because that's this Facebook, social media life that people try to portray, is that everything is perfect and nothing controversial ever happens. That's just not reality. Every single day, whether it's a marriage, whether it's a friendship, whether it's working with coworkers, to be able to coexist with other humans, it is a work in progress, and it's something you have to work on every single day. So something that we do at our clinic is we talk about, no matter what's going on in your life, you have to be able to leave it at the door. And that's tough to do. I understand that. It's way easier to say, tough to do. Are there times that I have something going on in my life that I don't leave at the door? Absolutely. However, I try to remind myself before I walk in the door, why are we here? What's the purpose we're serving? We're taking care of our patients for one, but we're also trying to create a great work environment for our coworkers. Those people who have dedicated their lives, at least right now and hopefully in the foreseeable future, to do something that I feel like is very rewarding and purposeful, which is to take care of other people. I don't know what possible higher standard we can do in life than to help others. I mean, really, I feel like, what is more rewarding than helping other people? That's the most rewarding thing you can possibly do. Help other human beings, right? Serve them, take care of them, improve their lives. Okay, so that's what we want to do. That's our purpose. But now it's, how do we do this and stay focused on that's our purpose, even though there's a lot of moving parts along the way, right? There's lots of procedures, there's lots of coordinating processes with other staff. And in doing that, there's communication. And when there's communication, there's areas where things can get miscommunicated, right? Things can get misunderstood. Some people can be overly sensitive. Some people can be harsh in their communication. Maybe that's their communication style. Maybe they don't mean anything by it, but that's the way that it's portrayed. And so ultimately, at the end of the day, I feel like the best thing that probably needs to happen in every single chiropractic clinic, at least, because that's who I'm really speaking to, but this is every environment, is a constant reminder system, a constant resetting. And that's the importance of having things like, whether it's a pre-shift huddle, like a staff meeting where everyone comes together, or a group staff meeting where everyone can talk and discuss maybe certain things going on that need to be addressed and squashed, or something that we try to do periodically and we don't do it often enough. And Brandy and Kaylee, since you're on here watching this, help us do this more, is fun stuff as a team building stuff, things that are outside of actually the work process. So something that we're planning on doing very, very soon here in our office, we've done before with previous team members. We haven't done this with our current team, so this will be new for us, is for us to go through our 12-week transformation, which is a process of really focusing on our own health, looking at improving our posture, our spinal curves, our movement patterns, developing habits, routines, even doing a level of exercise for strength and for power. Those are things that we're planning on doing here very soon, is coming together and doing some group exercise stuff as a clinic. That's a way to kind of bond and reset. But ultimately, why did I make this Facebook Live video? Because I figured maybe just talking about some of these things or admitting that all of us can take whatever front that we try to put on to pretend that everything's perfect every day and hunky-dory. Because believe me, I talk to a lot of chiropractors around the country. Literally, I've talked to hundreds of chiropractors in different offices over the last couple of years. And it's a consistent thing that you hear all the time, is you take a bunch of people, you put them in a box and you make them coexist together for several hours a day, and they spend more time with each other than they do with their own family. That's any working environment. The fact is, what's going to happen is there's going to be some conflict, and it's really very hard, because it's almost not human nature for everyone just to, work as a team and everything to go perfectly without processes in place, without a resetting process, and without really getting refocused on purpose. So the purpose needs to lead, and everyone needs to really be able to swallow their pride and be, okay, why do we do what we do? Because there's other jobs all of us could do that maybe we can make more money, work less hours, that has less of, I feel like a reward at the end of your time working at that place, or at the end of your life, where you can look back and say, here's the people we helped, here's the lives that we touched. So for example, if you work at McDonald's flipping burgers, what are you doing? You're following a process step by step. Yeah, you're feeding someone's belly with garbage. You're impacting their life in a negative way. You're working for a big money-hungry corporation that has zero positive interest for humanity, that's destroying the world. Is that a good cause to work for? Yes or no? No. Okay. There's many examples of different places that someone could work that doesn't actually serve a purpose. And so that's the thing that I feel like as chiropractors, we need to remember for ourselves. We need our team to be reminded and remember that as well, because it's not just a job. And if it is just a job, then if that's the way that it's looked at, there's easier things you can do that are just a job. And so anyway, I think that is what my underlying message is going to be on this Facebook Live, is just remembering why we do what we do, and remembering that ultimately we want to take care of people, and we all want to be joyful and have fun along the way. And in order to do that, there needs to be great communication. And for that to happen, there needs to be repetitive communication, and making sure that people can get these things out, so that there's not miscommunication, there's not hurt feelings, there's not just built up animosity that ultimately results in someone totally losing focus of why we do what we do. And so I'm grateful for a exceptional team. I was just reminding today Kaylee, actually, who is my assistant, who's in the room with me today. I said, Kaylee, you know what? Something to remember, or something to at least acknowledge or understand, is that what we're doing for patients here, and what we do on an operational process and a standard of clinical care that we offer, is so exceptional, and it is so far and above what almost anyone else is doing in healthcare. And I'm not saying that to be like egotistical on what we do. I'm saying that to be realistic. It's just there's such a difference of how we operate and how the rest of the world operates as far as like delivering healthcare to someone. And so the little things, the little operational things day to day that maybe because we're all such sticklers and we all take such pride in what we do, those little things that maybe don't happen as planned or we're still trying to refine the process, those are the small things in comparison to all the hugeness that we're able to deliver for our patients and for our community. So at least everyone in our clinic, I'm grateful for all of you. I want you to all be extremely proud that you do what you do on a daily basis. All of our patients that come in that get such amazing results, all the lives that are changed, it is not because of me and other doctors who are working on them. It is because of the team. And we cannot do this without the team. And it's the team collectively that produces these results and changes those lives. And so I want all of you to rest your head on your pillow at night and go to sleep with a smile on your face, knowing that you made a difference in people's lives, big time. And for all the other chiropractors watching this, that's a thing that I think is important to remind your team of, and to take any sort of thing that might seem, like I said, an operational, roadblock or conflict that you need to work through, and just remind yourself of the hugeness of what you do for your patients and for the community. And remember to take care of your team, because without your team,